finished. I'm going to pay the bill now. I paid the bill. Now I'm going to go home. I will take my bike to go home. Hi students, I really hope you enjoyed that example of the English that we'll be learning today. Wait, hand qua, hand side, look left, look right. Good afternoon, students. Did you like the video? As you saw, today we are going to learn how to talk about future events and our plans for the future. We will be learning only 2 vocabulary words to talk about these. And they're over there in the blue. So let's begin with everyday questions about the future. When we talk about what we are doing now, we could say, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Hi, what are you doing? That's what we say to talk about what we're doing right now. But what about if we want to ask someone what they will do in 1 minute or 1 hour or next year? Well, this is when you need to learn English for the future. You would not say, what are you doing? For the future tense, you would say, what you do later. Or you could say, what are you do? Do you know what to say for those? If you don't, it's okay, because we're going to talk about that. Now, let's use the example of video games. If you're talking about what's happening right now, hey, what are you doing? Your friend would tell you that, they're playing a video game. But if your friend is doing nothing right now and you want to know what they will do, in English, we would say, what will you do later? 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 You could also say, what are you going to do? 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 When I speak English normally, I don't say going to do. I say going to do. Going to do. So the G is not a hard sound. No, it is a soft sound. Going, not going. It's soft. Going. What are you going to do? All right. Now, you could answer, I will play PUBG, or I'm going to play PUBG? Again, the answer to these questions, I will play PUBG, or I'm going to play PUBG. But if you're playing right now and you ask your friend or you ask your buddy, hey man, what are you doing? And your friend would say, I'm playing PUBG. So remember to use ing for what you're doing right now and what you will continue to do while using the word will and going to when talking about the future. It's as simple as that. Next. Let's learn some statements and questions about the future. All right, so look at him. Wow, he has some really awesome tattoos, right? Well, when we use the word going to, we are talking about something you will do in the future, an action or an activity. Now, for him, maybe he wants to get some more tattoos. Maybe he wants a Teacher Ken English tattoo on his neck. Yeah, that'd be cool, right? Well, when we speak English, there are many different ways we can make a sentence. You can make a statement, and a statement, as you can see, is a normal sentence. I'm going to get a tattoo. Hey, what are you going to do? I'm going to get a tattoo. Next, a negative statement is a sentence where you say no or where you use the word not. It's a sentence about what you will not do or what you tell people not to do. So you talk to your friend, what are you going to do? And you tell him, I'm going to get a tattoo. Now, your friend, he looks at you and you already have a lot of tattoos. And he thinks you will not get a tattoo. So he could say, you're not going to get a tattoo. I am. Whoa. So you just told him that he is not going to get a tattoo, and that is a negative statement. Then we have a new sentence. I am. What is that? Is that a statement or a negative statement? Yes, you are correct. I am is a statement because a negative statement will have the word no or not. Next, a yes/no question is a question that you ask that people usually will only answer yes or no. Do you like my hair? Do you like my glasses? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay. So when we are talking about the future, remember, we're going to use the word will or going to. So an example sentence would be Paul saying to John, hey John, are you going to get a tattoo too? And John says, no, I'm not. So as you can see here, when we ask a yes/no question, we began with are, and we asked going to with the action or the behavior of the future. Then the person who answered said no. And they gave more information about the action. The action is getting a tattoo, so they will not be getting a tattoo. No, I'm not. I'm not going to get a tattoo. Are you going to get a tattoo too? No, I'm not going to get a tattoo. Now, in English, you don't have to make a big sentence. It's okay to only say, no, I'm not, or yes, I am. Next, and lastly, we have WH questions. So an example of this question would be, when are you going to get a tattoo? When are you going to get a tattoo? When we say the word when, we are talking about the time, the day, the month, or even the year. So when you ask, when are you going to get a tattoo? You could answer next month, next year, in an hour. All right, so the WH questions, there are actually 5 that you can see over there. We have the who, right here, the who, the what, and when, and where, and why. Who, what, when, where, and why. We'll come back to that later. Now let's talk about example answers. So going back up to the top, an answer to, oh no, I'm sorry, not an answer, but how to use the word will. All of these are using going to, going to, going to, going to, going to. Well, now I want to teach you how to say the same sentence, but using the word will. Instead of saying, I'm going to get a tattoo, you could also say, I will get a tattoo. Also, instead of saying, you're not going to get a tattoo, you could say, I think you will not get a tattoo. I think you will not get a tattoo. Next, if you don't want to say going to, you could also say, will you get a tattoo too? Will you get a tattoo too? And finally, you could reply, no, I will not. No, I will not. And finally, you could also say, when will you get a tattoo? If you don't want to say, when are you going? You could say, when will you get a tattoo? Hey, when will you get a tattoo? Next slide. Homework time, that's right. Yeah, homework. Woo. So, don't worry, this homework is really fun. In Line app, in our group, our Line group, I want you to talk to a student in our class, one student, okay? And I want you to ask them a WH question. You will record the video. For example, hey Ice, Where will you eat next week? Hey, Ice, where will you eat next week? So you will send the message to your friend, all right, in class, and then your friend will make a video too. Hi, Mike. Next week, I'm going to eat at KFC. Now, when you make a video and share the video to your friend, you need to share the video in our line group. Also, you need to tag your classmate or your friend in the post. When you post your video, you need to tag your friend so that they know they need to reply to you. Now, when your friend replies to you, they need to tag me at Teacher Ken English so that I can get my pen, get my binder, and I will give you 2 points. Does that make sense? If you have any questions, please send me a message in line, or you can comment here in YouTube. This is due next week on Thursday or before April 22nd. No late work is accepted. You cannot do this late. You have a week. That's a long time. You have a week to do this. So there's no reason why anybody should be late. Also, please include your student number when you submit your video, because I do not understand your line ID name. Your line ID name does not tell me who you are in my grade sheet, so be sure to include your student number. All right. Let me just teach you very quickly about what is who, what, when, where, and why. An example of who. Oh, so I'm sorry, just really quick. This is an example of what you can do, but I do not want you to type. I want you to talk. An example would be in line. You would tag your friend. Okay, so Kim is going to tag her friend in line, and in her video, she will talk, and she will say, "Where will you eat tomorrow?" All right, and then in line group, this is not a private message, in line group, John will reply to Kim. This is Kim's username. This allows Kim to know that John is talking to her. John will ask Kim, "I'm going to eat at Pizza Company." Students, do not type what you will say. This is a speaking and listening activity. I want you to record a video. So right there, where will you eat tomorrow? Hi, John. Where will you eat tomorrow? Okay. Do not copy me. So this English, this is my English. I want you to be creative. I want you to have fun. So let's talk about who. When we talk about who, that is referring to people. Who am I? I am Teacher Ken. Who are you? You are a student. Who? When we say what, a question about what, this could be a question about an action. What will you do tomorrow? What will you do tomorrow? I will get a tattoo. I will get a tattoo. Next, where. where. When we say where, we are talking about a place, and that could be a city, a town, a house, a shop, a restaurant, a cafe. So in this example, the where is a tattoo shop. Where will you get a tattoo? Oh, I'm going to get a tattoo at 111 Tattoo. Next is the why. Why? Why do you want a tattoo? Oh, well, I just want to look cool. Why do you want a tattoo? I want to look cool. And finally is the when. When we say when, we are talking about a day of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or we could be talking about a day of the month on the 23rd, on the 10th, on the 28th, or we could be talking about a time at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock. All right. So if you have any questions about homework, please let me know. Next slide, please. How to ask a yes/no question. Okay. Do you like my glasses? That's a yes/no question. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Well, you already know how to ask people about what they like. How do you ask people about their plans for the future, what they will do? There are two types of future yes/no questions. We have short-term and long-term. Short-term refers to something that you will do today, this week, this weekend. But long-term refers to what you will do this year, next year, or maybe 3, 4, 5, 10, 100 years from now. Not 100 years from now. No. Maybe. Technology is becoming very advanced, and so people are living longer. That could happen. No, we're not finished. We are not finished. Okay, so in this part of our lesson, we are almost finished, and I want you to talk with me. I want you to practice some example everyday sentences that people in the USA would ask each other. For short term, we could say, are you going to, or will you? Are you going to eat out tonight? Or will you eat out tonight? Now, when you answer, you could answer yes or no. Now, these questions are about you. So when you answer, you need to say I, because the questions are about you. Are you going to eat out tonight? No, I'm not. There's coronavirus everywhere. I see you, coronavirus. Are you going to watch a TV show on Netflix? Students, I love the TV show Pennyworth. Do you know Pennyworth? It is a show on Netflix about the butler of Batman. That's right, the butler of Batman. As it turns out, he used to be ex-military, and he had an exciting life in London, England. So if you ask me, Teacher Ken, are you going to watch a TV show on Netflix? I will answer, yes, I am. I'm going to watch Pennyworth. Students, here in Thailand, you don't say show, you say series. I'm not quite sure if you say that because it is British English, and British English is the popular form of English here in Thailand. But I just want you to know that in the USA and maybe even Canada, we don't say series. We say show or TV show. Moving on. Will you play ROV? Or are you going to play ROV? Now, if you don't know what you will do, you can say, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Are you going to play ROV? I'm not sure. Next. Are you going to chill this weekend? Chill. Chill. In English, chill means relax. For example, this weekend, you will not travel. You will stay home, talk to people in Facebook. Maybe you will read a book. Okay, we have our Kindle, and we're going to read a book. Okay, so you're not doing anything exciting. You're just relaxing. Chill. What are you doing this weekend? What are you going to do this weekend? What will you do this weekend? You can say, I'm going to chill. In English, we would not say will. I will chill. No, we wouldn't say that because it has the same sound. Ill, will, chill. No, do not say that. You can say, I'm going to chill at my home. I'm going to chill at my home. You could say that. All right, now let's go down here to long-term plans. Remember, long-term is something you are going to do this year, next year, or the year after that. So what type of question would you ask? Are you going to ask about eat out tonight, or playing a game, or relaxing? No, you're going to ask a question about something someone would do a year or more from now. So you could talk about education. Are you going to get your master's degree? Are you going to travel next year? Are you going to move to another country? Or are you going to buy a house? So asking about travel, buying a house, moving, and education, these are all examples of everyday English long-term plan questions. Wow, that was a lot. If there's anything you don't understand, please go back into this video and learn it again. I also recommend saving this video too. I think over here you can save the video. Well, we're finished. Thank you so much for being here today. And I really want you to practice using this English every day. You understand it now, but if you really want to be a better English speaker, you need to practice what we do. It's kind of like if you're learning how to put on makeup, or if you're learning how to play football. How do you do that? You practice. The same with English. And in this lesson, you just learned 2 new vocabulary words about English grammar. That's really easy to practice. Thank you so much. Do not forget to comment with your name and number in this video to collect points for attendance and participation. You have until Thursday, April 22nd to sign in below. Also, April 22nd is Earth Day, so do not forget to bring a reusable bag the next time you go outside. Protect the Earth. Yeah.